everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kayla if you're new here, and in today's video I really want to talk to you about my experience with birth control since I have been on almost every one of them. This is the one I am on right now. It's called Abra EQ. It's the pill, and my first birth control method actually was the pill. I don't know if it was this one, it was years ago, but we will get to how I feel about this. I just wanted to show you guys what I am on right now, and this is just the close-up. So like I said, my first birth control was the pill. I don't remember what pill, but the description is going to be very brief. I was like 14, maybe 15, and I had really bad periods. Of course, periods are already terrible, but my periods, my body would feel so bad that I would literally have to go in the bathroom and run my whole body under freezing cold water because my body was so hot. And I didn't know what was wrong with my periods. I didn't know what was going on. So I thought that being on the pill, it would lighten my periods. And honestly, I took them for a few days and I was like, I can't do this. I already hate the taste of pills. I can't do this. I want to switch methods. So I did my research. I saw all the different birth control methods. And then I went to my doctor's office and I picked one. I told them that I wanted to go on the patch because it seemed easy enough. And I think I was on that for a pretty good amount of time. So the patch was really good to me, and I actually have it here. I'll explain that in a second. I have a few boxes of it. I'll explain that, but I was on the Zodiac. I don't know if you can see that clear. So I was on the Zodiac patch, and pretty much if you start it on a Monday, you'll put the patch on that Monday, you'll put the next patch on the following Monday, and then the third Monday, and then you will take it off that fourth Monday. You do, I believe, have the option to just switch to a whole nother pack that fourth Monday to skip your period, but I didn't really care about skipping it. My thing with the patch, I don't remember having that many side effects. My thing with the patch was that it left these horrendous marks, just for 1 week. Even if I were to switch the place, even if I didn't, when the week came off, because I put it right here, when that week was done and I took that patch off, my skin was super raw. It was disgusting. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I did last on, I think for, I wanna say over a year or two. So it's it just got to a certain point where it's okay, maybe let's try another thing. So after that, I am looking at more methods and I'm like, what can I try next? So next, I chose the implant, which was the little bar right here. It made me sick to my stomach, but it was okay. The problem with the implant, I'm a pretty patient person. I think I am anyways, especially when it comes to birth control methods. But I knew that it was going to make me bleed for a few weeks maybe. Cool, whatever. My problem was it made me bleed for 6 months in a row. I kid you not, every single day for 6 months I bled. I had my period or whatever it was for 6 months. And I talked to the doctor and they were like, okay, just give it more time. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. No way. I can't keep bleeding. I bled every single day. I don't want to do it anymore. So I ended up changing that after 6 months. I wanted to be committed to it. I really did. I wanted it to work out. It was chill, but yeah, it made me bleed for 6 months. And I'm like, no way. No. I can handle a few side effects. I ain't handling this. No way. This next one I'm not very proud of. I went on a kaylaakatelynn IUD. I have split emotions about this one. The insertion was horrendous, okay? I mean, I have no words for it. It was horrendous. I went to my GYN, which is Planned Parenthood, by the way. That is where I get my birth control. I did have another GYN, a small office, but I felt more comfortable going to Planned Parenthood. I never went there my whole life, but they are just amazing people there. I absolutely love them. So I told them, hey, this is not working out for me. And I can't remember if I went on the patch again for a short amount of time or just went straight to the IUD. I think I might have went on the patch for another short time. But honestly, I don't know. I don't think so. It's like, I had like these so many times, it's crazy, because I just didn't want to feel uncomfortable with my body. So like I would always change them out if there was like a slight inconvenience, like the bleeding, which I guess isn't that slight, but you know. But anyways, yes, so I told them I wanted the IUD, and she pretty much told me, because I had never had kids yet, I'm 20 by the way, that the kaylaakatelynn would be perfect for me. Or I was probably like, what, 19 at the time, 18, I don't know, whatever, but I'm 20 now. So she said it would be the best thing for me. I said, cool, sounds great. She told me the process was going to be a little painful, but not much. And so I said, okay, cool, like, let's do it. But I saw horror stories all over TikTok and Facebook and anywhere you can research, I researched. Google. I asked my aunt to bring me to the appointment because I know I ain't driving home, okay? So I'm like, can you bring me? She's like, of course. Great. I schedule a day and we go. So I show up to this appointment like, I am scared, okay? I'm scared. And she's like, okay, you can lay back. So this is the right one. Yes. Okay, great. We're doing the kaylaakatelynn IUD. Lovely. And so I go, okay, cool. Like, let's get started. Let's do it. People said that you could take, like, I forgot the pill. You could ask them for something to like relax you beforehand or whatever. I should have got that. So I laid down, you know, she starts doing her thing. She said, you're going to experience labor-like contractions in order to get it in. Oh my gosh, I was so scared. So they start happening. It was like 100 times a normal period. And you know, my periods are bad. I have never experienced anything like that. I seriously empathize for anyone who has had kids. I don't know how you did it. Like, oh my gosh, they were horrible. I was crying, screaming, like trying not to curse. Like, oh my gosh, I wanted to leave. So it was so painful. Oh my gosh. So we finally get it done. She's like, rest for a minute, you know what I mean? And then you can get up, get out of here. Cool. So I did that, and I went to get up and I fell right back down. Nobody else was in the room with me because I had my aunt wait outside. I was a little uncomfortable. The doctor was out of there, you know, waiting for me to change and stuff. Yeah, I fell right back down on that floor. I went to the bathroom, and I mean, there was just so much blood coming out, and I was not on my period either. So I had a lot of blood coming out. I didn't bring a pad or anything. I was going to my aunt's car. I was so embarrassed. She came back in and she was like, why aren't you changed yet? And so she brought me, I think, a few Tylenol or ibuprofen or something, and some juice, I think, something to drink. And after like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I got back up, and my aunt said, you know, she could pull the car around, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I need to walk. She dropped me off. I had an apartment with my husband at the time. Well, my boyfriend at the time, not my husband. And I had to walk up those stairs. Oh, it was awful. So I had just gotten a dog at the time, which is my dog over there. He's sleeping right now. And so, you know, dogs like to like jump on you and stuff. And I, you know, locked myself in the dark room. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. Like, it was so painful. I don't know what was more painful before, like during or after, because like, I don't know. But, he actually just cuddled with me the whole time, like for hours, and I was like, oh my gosh. I did take off that day from work. I worked at CVS Pharmacy at the time. So I went back a few days later for my scheduled shift, and I was getting really bad pains. And of course, you know, it's normal, I get it. But it was like horrendous, and it was so bad. I literally was in the middle of helping someone getting them their prescription, and I had to sit down right on the pharmacy floor and just hold my stomach. I could not stand the pain. And it was like that for months. like just unbearable pain. Of course, you know, new birth control and it's inside of you. Obviously, it's going to be horrendous. But yeah, that was my experience. Also, I had, I'm pretty sure it was this one. I had like swollen lymph nodes. Yeah, it was this method. I had swollen lymph nodes right under my armpits all the time. And you couldn't touch them or anything. They did go away after a few days, but then they popped back up a few days later, so it didn't really matter. I didn't care about the method not giving me my period. I just didn't want painful periods, you know what I mean? And then obviously, as I got older, I wanted it to protect against pregnancy because I'm married and I don't want kids just yet. But the IUD, like, it wasn't horrible, but like the swollen lymph nodes constantly. I always had breast pain, really bad breast pain. I always had stomach pain. I always had, like I said, the lymph nodes. I always had really bad headaches, but I think that's just who I am. And I'll get to that later. But all in all, like almost every single side effect you could get from the kaylaakatelynn IUD, I got. I had really bad like abdominal pain, like almost every single day, to the point, actually, I'm not even lying, I tried to pull it out myself. I watched so many videos, I'm like, I'm pulling this thing out by myself. I'm gonna do it. I tried to do it, couldn't do it. I tried to do it so many days in a row. No. Then I went back and I got it out. And then I just went back on the patch. It was easy, you know what I mean? Super easy. It was what it was. Like I said, it gives you this, but whatever. When I went back on this though, for like the second or the third time, I think the second time, it just kind of made me feel crappy. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just made me feel not the same as the last time. And it could have been like that I just got off the IUD as well. But like, I just felt so sluggish and my body just felt like weird. And I wasn't liking it. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I think I'm going to get off birth control. And I was like, I don't want to get pregnant though. Like, I don't even want to risk it. I don't want kids. Not yet anyways. Maybe like 5 years or more, 10. I don't know. But I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm either going to take like a pill or I'm not going to be on birth control. So I went on the pill, which is what I am on right now. I wish I had my pill pack in here right now, but I don't. It's in the car. Oh my gosh, I took out the label that like puts all the side effects and everything on it. I was reading it the other day because like I wanted to know know like what happens if I miss a pill, like how do I go about that and whatnot. If I could change my times during pill packs, whatever. Sorry, that's ripped, but oh my gosh. It's like all the side effects, directions. Yeah, but anyways, I'm on the Abra EQ pill. I think it's one of the like ones with like the least amount of dosage. So you can kind of start. I have a Planned Parenthood appointment in like 2 weeks just to check up on it. So I didn't realize that when you took the pill, like I have a very bad history of migraines. They found like a black spot on my brain, but they said they don't know if it's like related to that or not, like years ago. And I get horrible migraine, like horrendous. I do have a migraine medication that I still take, but I really don't try to because it's a hit or miss with that one. You could get 20 times more of the migraine or it could go away. I don't want to take that chance all the time. So it also says though that you can have headaches for a few months when you start it, stomach pain, whatever. I don't mind this. This is actually probably my favorite birth control method. I've been on it for almost 2 months. I'm on my second pack now. And I do like it. I've always had nonstop headaches. This just amplifies it, which I don't really mind because like I said, I have the migraine medication. The type of headaches that I get with this, I could take 10 Tylenol and it will not relieve it. That is because they are migraines. They don't go away with that for me. So if I take my medication, it's called sumatriptan. then it goes away usually. I did also have like a sugar pill week. I don't know if I don't have an open pack in here, but this is what like the thing looks like. And then you open it, it's a pack of pills. I take mine, the first pack, I took it at 1:30 every day, and I work overnight, so when I get home, I sleep because I do awake overnights. So when I get home, I sleep, so I kept having to set an alarm to take the pill every day, and it just I was not having it. So I finished off that month with the 1:30 medication, and then the next time I changed it to 10 p.m., which is when my shift starts, so I could just take it right when I get there, right before I go in. But the only side effects I really have with these are my migraines. Already had them, cool, doesn't really matter. And then just like stomach pain here and there, but I mean, what girl doesn't have stomach pain, let's all be honest. So I love this, honestly. I really do love this medication. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with having migraines. Had them my whole life. Not a big deal. I did do the sugar pill week. I got my period on like the 6th out of 7th day of the placebo week. Girl, I thought I was pregnant. So the next morning I woke up on like the 7th day, I think. What do you know, I got my period. I'm like, God is good. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. Like, I'm so glad that I got my period. I've never been happier, for real. You know, the pill, it's only like 3 to 4 day period for me. So, you know, it is what it is. But the first few hours were really, really bad. So that was horrible. But then the rest of the time it was chill. And when I got to day 2, it was already spotting. So it was cool. It was very light period, except for that beginning part. All in all, I mean, like I said, I'm on Abra EQ right now. I really genuinely like it. It doesn't give me any side effects that I'm already not used to. Xulane, honestly, still an amazing choice. I just really didn't like how it left a mark on me every single time. And like, you can put it on like different spots, but I just don't like having like a raw patch of skin there. It was really nasty for me. Kaylaakatelynn IUD, hated it. Honestly, I really did hate it. I had every single symptom. Implant, I just bled for 6 months, didn't really care for it. And then when I was like 14 or 15, that beginning pill, whatever I had, I was too lazy to take it. But Abra EQ, definitely my favorite out of all of the methods. So that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was somehow informative of listening to me ramble about my birth control choices. Don't be ashamed if you need to go through all of them to find out which one you like the best. I absolutely love the pill, and I started with the pill years ago. I just never gave it a chance, and I wish I would have, but I am so glad that I'm back on it. Honestly, I never thought that I would go on the pill again, but after trying everything else, I definitely love the pill. Also, I forgot I didn't explain why I have so much of everything. So Planned Parenthood gives you a 3-month supply of your birth control, which I have 1, stopped taking these, and then I did 3. But I realized like what? See, I only see 1 patch. No, yeah, I did take the whole 3, I guess. I realized those 3 weeks into doing this that I did not want to be on it anymore after they already gave me my 3-month supply. So I have that. I don't even know what to do with that. If you guys know, let me know. I don't know what to do. I don't even know if they take those back. They're not opened besides that 1. And then this is my 3-month supply too. I already finished my first pack. My second pack is over there in my purse. And then this is my 3rd pack. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble this whole time and tell you guys about my experiences. I hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget to like and subscribe.